How much dividend income do you really get from $10,000? Because I see two extremes online. One side says dividends are useless. 10K gives you nothing. The other side acts like dividends are magic. 10K pays your bills. Both are lying to you. The truth is somewhere in the middle, and way more interesting than either camp admits. In this video, we're doing the honest math, real numbers, real yields, and the stuff most people leave out like taxes, dividend cuts, and the difference between yield and total return. And when you see what happens at the 20-year mark especially, you'll understand why $10,000 isn't small money. It's a seed. Let's break it down. When people hear dividend income, they imagine a monthly paycheck replacing their job. That's the fantasy. The reality is different, but not disappointing if you understand the actual game. Dividend investing isn't about getting rich quick from $10,000. It's about starting a compounding machine that grows income year after year. The people who get this build wealth. The people who don't chase high yields and lose money. So let's start with the basic formula. Number 1, the basic math most people get wrong. First, the formula. Annual dividend income equals your investment times the dividend yield. That's it. So $10,000 at a 3% yield gives you 10,000 times 0.03 equals $300 per year. That's $25 per month. And that's usually when people say, wait, that's it. Yes, that's it, for now. But here's what matters. That number changes based on which type of dividend strategy you choose. Conservative dividend growth funds yield about 1 to 2.5%. Broad dividend ETFs yield 2.5 to 4%. High-yield strategies push 5 to 8%, and anything above 9% is usually a red flag. Let's run the numbers. 10,000 at 2% yields $200 annually, $16 monthly. At 3% you get $300 annually, $25 monthly. At 4% it's $400 annually, $33 monthly. At 6% it's $600 annually, $50 monthly. Notice something. Even at 6% you're not quitting your job, you're covering a phone bill and groceries. Section 2. The high yield trap that destroys portfolios. Here's the biggest mistake. People see a 10% yield and think jackpot. It's usually the opposite. A trap. High yields happen for two reasons. Reason 1. The company truly pays a lot. That can be fine. Reason 2. The price crashed and the dividend hasn't been cut yet. That's dangerous. Here's why. Dividend yield equals annual dividend divided by price. When price drops, yield looks higher, even if the business is dying. So you see 10% and think of opportunity. Reality, earnings are shrinking, debt is rising, the dividend is about to get slashed. When dividends get cut, two things happen. Your income drops. The stock price usually tanks again because investors panic. So that 10% yield becomes a 7% yield plus a capital loss plus stress. This is why chasing yield is amateur hour. Smart investors focus on dividend safety and growth, not the highest number they can find. But here's what nobody tells you. The actual amount you need to live off dividends. When you see those numbers in a few minutes, you'll realize why most dividend gurus are lying about how easy this is. Hold that thought. Section 3. Reinvesting changes everything. This is where $10,000 stops being pocket change and starts being a wealth machine. Most people take dividends as cash. They spend it. Gone. But if you reinvest those dividends to buy more shares, the math gets wild. Let's say you invest $10,000 at 3% and reinvest everything. Year 1, you have 10,000 times 1.03 equals 10,300. Year 2, that becomes 10,609. After 10 years, 13,439. That's a 34% gain just from reinvested dividends. No price growth, just compounding. Now add realistic stock price appreciation. If your total return averages 8% annually, that 10,000 becomes 21,589 after 10 years. After 20 years, 46,610. After 30 years, over 100,000. Suddenly 10,000 doesn't look small. It looks like the beginning of financial independence. But only if you reinvest. Only if you don't touch it. Only if you let time do the heavy lifting. Section 4. Total return is the real game. Here's what dividend purists won't tell you. Dividends are only part of the story. Total return is what matters. Dividends plus price growth combined. You can have a stock yielding 2% that grows 15% annually. Total return, 17%. That crushes a stock yielding 6% with no growth. Historically, US stocks have delivered somewhere between 6 and 10% total returns long term. Not every year. Some years negative, some years massive. But averaged over decades, that range holds. So if your dividend portfolio delivers 8% total return, your 10,000 compounds like this. 10 years becomes 21,000. 20 years becomes 46,000. 30 years becomes 100,000. The income matters, but the growth matters more, and the combination is what builds generational wealth. This is why people who obsess only over yield miss the bigger picture. They're optimizing for today's income and sacrificing tomorrow's growth. And here's the thing. Most people think they need all this complicated stuff to make dividends work. But there's actually just one thing that makes the difference between 10,000 staying small and 10,000 becoming life-changing. Section 7 reveals it. Pay attention. Section 5. Dividend growth multiplies income over time. Your dividend income doesn't stay flat. It grows if you pick the right companies. Let's say you buy a dividend ETF yielding 3%. Your first year income on $10,000 is $300 annually, but quality dividend companies raise payouts every year. Let's assume 5% annual dividend growth. After 10 years, your annual dividend per share would be 300 times 1.05 to the power of 10. That's $488 per year. Your income nearly doubled without adding a single dollar. If you also reinvest those dividends, your share count grows too. So you're earning higher dividends on more shares. The compounding accelerates. This is the magic most people never see, because they quit too early. Year 1 feels slow. Year 5 feels okay. Year 10 feels powerful. Year 20 feels like you're printing money. But you only get there if you stay in the game, if you don't panic sell during crashes, if you keep reinvesting when it feels boring. Section 6. The truth about living off dividends. Now let's talk about the question everyone actually wants answered. How much do you need to live off dividends? Let's say you want $1,000 monthly. That's $12,000 annually. If your portfolio yields 3%, you need $12,000 divided by 0.03. That's $400,000. If your yield is 4%, you need $300,000. At 6%, you need $200,000. See the reality? Living off dividends requires 6 figures minimum. Often multiple 6 figures depending on your lifestyle and risk tolerance. So $10,000 won't replace your job. It won't pay your rent. But it's a start. And if you add to it consistently, the timeline to financial independence compresses fast. Someone investing $10,000 today plus $500 monthly at 8% hits $100,000 in about 8 years. That's when the momentum becomes real. Section 7. The one thing that makes dividends meaningful. So here's your realistic answer. Dividend income from $10,000 is usually between $200 and $600 annually depending on your strategy. That's $16 to $50 monthly before taxes. Not a salary, not financial freedom, but a seed. And seeds grow if you give them 3 things. Time, reinvestment, dividend growth. Time lets compounding do the heavy lifting. Reinvestment buys more shares that generate more dividends. Dividend growth increases your income year after year without you adding more capital. Combine all 3 and 10,000 becomes 13,000 in 10 years. 21,000 if the price grows. 46,000 in 20 years. Over 100,000 in 30 years. That's not fantasy math. That's historical averages applied consistently. The question isn't whether 10,000 is enough. The question is, are you willing to let it compound for 2 or 3 decades? Most people aren't. That's why most people stay broke. You just learned what 10,000 in dividends actually gets you. Now here's what to do with that information. Stop chasing high yields. They're traps disguised as opportunities. Focus on quality dividend ETFs with yields between 2 and 4%. Companies that grow dividends consistently. Businesses that won't cut payouts when markets crash. Turn on automatic dividend reinvestment in your brokerage account. Every dividend should buy more shares without you thinking about it. No manual work, no temptation to spend it. Add to your position regularly. 10,000 today is great. 10,000 plus 200 monthly becomes life-changing in 15 years. Track your dividend income annually. Watch it grow. That number climbing every year without extra effort is what keeps you motivated during market crashes. Here's what to do tonight. First, decide your target dividend yield range. 2 to 4% is the sweet spot for most people. Second, open a brokerage account if you don't have one. Third, pick one low-cost dividend ETF and start with whatever you can invest. The 10,000 doesn't have to come all at once. Start with 1,000, then add monthly. The compounding starts the day you begin. If you made it this far, you're not someone who just dreams about dividend income. You're someone who actually does the math and makes informed decisions. And I bet you've already hit subscribe, right? If not, do it now. Drop a like. Now, if you're ready for the next step, I made a video showing the fastest way you can actually live off dividends with $3,000 monthly. Real strategy, actionable steps. Click the video on screen and I'll see you there.